Finally starting to punish. Delio just walked into that. Again, it's down from Lundh TKO. What a man of courage.
Oh, he's gone. He's gone. Oh, it's all over. Stop the fight.
Here we go. Grab your seats. Ladies and gentlemen.
Want to hear me embarrassed?
Ladies and gentlemen, Howard Lee on behalf of Fighters Factory Promotions proudly welcome you to the Knox Stadium on this historic Friday night, May 5 in the year 2000. Fistic Fury at Fort Knox. 6 boxing bouts under the auspices of the Professional Boxing and Martial Arts Board of Victoria. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to this marvellous stadium where Dave Russell, Craig Tyler both won world championships. And ladies and gentlemen, before the action gets underway with our first bout of the evening, would you give a warm Knox welcome to former world champions Barry Boy Michael, Dave Russell, Craig Trotter, and former WBC featherweight champion of the world, John Thomson. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an apology from former bantamweight champion of the world, Lionel Rhodes. Ladies and gentlemen, our ringside physician, Dr. George Yanko. Your timekeeper at the bell, Mr. Damien Membry. Your judges for the opening bout are David Wignall, Anika Williams, and John Wheeler. Your referee in charge of the action, former light heavyweight champion of Australia, John McCubbin. Ladies and gentlemen, your commentary team on Sky Channel, headed by former world champ, a warm welcome again for IBF world champ, Barry, the Wizard of Oz, Barry Michael, heading the commentary team, with 2 times Australian champion Scott Brower, and the legal beagle, Stephen J. Peake, who follows St Kilda, but never mind that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, 6 rounds of boxing. Okay, our lovely ladies. Christina. Une. Welcome members of the Professional Boxing and Martial Arts Board, Bernard Balmer, Dr. Simon Hillman and Bob Todd. Ladies and gentlemen, 6 rounds of super middleweight boxing in the ring at this time. Ladies and gentlemen, occupying the red corner, wearing lurid silver gold trunks, ladies and gentlemen, from Georgetown, Tasmania, in amateur boxing, 90 bouts, 60 wins, a 2-time Tasmanian amateur champion. Ladies and gentlemen, on the comeback trail, scaling 74.05 kilograms with Des Mills, his mentor. Ladies and gentlemen, 6 professional fights. Would you welcome back to the ring from Tasmania, David Yu. And ladies and gentlemen, occupying the blue corner, part of the Fighters Factory, Murray Thomson Consortium from Blackburn, from Woorolloc, Victoria. Ladies and gentlemen, in kickboxing, he was a national kickboxing champion. 25 bouts, 20 wins. In professional boxing, 2 bouts, 1 win. A big win in Sydney on the last Bill Morty show despite injury. Ladies and gentlemen, scaling 72.30 kilograms at the Shamrock Hotel nightclub last night. A big warm welcome for a man they dubbed Lightning, Nick Lundh, wearing red trunks with white piping. 6 rounds of boxing, super middleweights. Long John McCowan to give referees instructions.
I've given you the instructions in the dressing room. You know what I said, and I want to hold up, boys, all right? Now, both shake hands and have a good fight.
We're just about ready to go, gentlemen, here at ringside. 2 magnificent champions, Barry Michael and Scotty Brower, and this magnificent Murray Thomson promotion here at Knoxfield.
Okay,
gentlemen.
seconds out, round 1.
As we get into this, in the red corner, David Yu, the Tasmanian boy, and Nick Lundh in the red trunks and the white pipings. And at the moment, boys just sizing each other up. Barry, how are they looking to you?
I've seen Nick Lundh in the past, actually. He's back in his kickboxing days, so he's been around a while, Nicky Lundh. But it's good. It's interesting to see David Yu, the guy from Tasmania, has had 90 fights in total, so he's pretty experienced. Big
amateur career, and Scotty, he's looking probably just a couple of kilos there heavier than Lundh too, isn't he? Might have a weight advantage.
He is. His timing seems to be very good. For someone who's been out of the ring for a long time, he certainly seems to have his eye in, so he's been training very hard down with Des Mills.
Yeah, well, Lundh just flicked out left hand there, a straight left, and didn't do much damage. They're sort of sizing each other up at the moment. Not a great deal happening there. And Yu comes in hard with that right hand, straight over the top.
Good solid right hand. He looks like a fairly solid puncher, David Yu.
Oh, and that was a nice left, Barry, as we were talking there from Lundh. Hit the button right in the jawline, and but Yu, no backward steps there. He's a chunky boy.
He's a solid boy. His trainer was saying that he actually took boxing back up again because he was putting on some weight, and he's dropped, I think it's about 11 kilos from when he first walked into the gym. So he's been training very, very hard.
He was. He'd be fighting in a few weight divisions for that variation, wouldn't he, if he was going up and down the scale of about 11, 12 Ks. There's a big right hand hit Lundh. Lundh staggered slightly, but he's back in there defensively. And big John McCubbin splits them up. Big referee there, John McCubbin.
He's been caught about 3 times with the overhand right this round, Nicky Lundh. He's going to have to watch that one. It seems to be one of David Yu's pet punches.
It does. I think because Lundh holds his left hand quite low and keeps the right hand to the right-hand side of his face, it leaves him very open for the overhand right.
Scott. Yep.
But it's always a bit of a problem with the boxers going into kickboxing, or kickboxers to boxers, isn't it, Barry? It's just trying to change that style is always going to be a problem for them.
Exactly, Steve. You can see that Nick's still got that habit of having his head up as he pulls away, his head's up. You know, like with a kickboxer, he'd have his leg up as well.
Well, that's right, and he copped again as you were talking, that right hand again in the left underneath. It was an uppercut which caught Nick Lundh, and he's copped a few so far. End of this round, and interesting first rounds boxing, gentlemen, and Yu, yes, looking like he could have just been slightly ahead there, I'd say.
Yeah, I think he landed the cleaner punches and was probably the busier of the 2.
Yeah, he was more aggressive, and you know, Nicky was trying to feel his way around with his left hand, but he got caught with too many overhand rights in that first round.
Yeah. I think that sums it up.
Certainly does.
Head was up very high, Nick Lundh, a few times during that round, wasn't it?
It was. Admiring the girl carrying the card. She's doing an excellent job.
I'm saying
Heads up high too, Scotty.
This is on tape.
Certainly a lot of instructions being given to Nick Lundh, so no doubt Murray's got some tactics up his sleeve.
Yep, he's going to have to be more aggressive this round, I think, Scott.
Yes, want to step up the tempo. This Tasmanian boy's very... But he's also, his concentration level I'm impressed with too. He's very clear-sighted. He's got his eyes on Lundh. Movements all the time there. Comes in again hard. Big right hand, crunching right hand on the earlobe of Nick Lundh, and comes in again. You chases Lundh across the ring out into the neutral corner. And Lundh moves back, cops a left hand, straight left, right in the jaw there. And Jude stepping the tempo up again, gentlemen.
He's landing by far the better punches at the moment. He started that round with a beautiful left hook overhand right, which, as you said, caught Lundh pretty cleanly.
Yes, and yeah, Scotty.
It's interesting. Jude's able to. It looks like he's throwing a jab, but he turns into a hook, and that's what's catching Lundh to start with. That throws his head to the side, which puts him straight in line with that right hand.
Oh yes, that's the best punch Lundh's thrown tonight. As you were speaking there, that straight left landed flush on Jude's jaw. Doesn't hit Mr. Granite Man back. He doesn't built out of rock granite, doesn't he?
He's got...
Oh, got Lundh with that right hand there and put him to the canvas there.
Yeah, you'd put a count in. It was actually I would call it
pushy.
a knockdown. He was off balance, but it was a punch that he went down from.
Yes, certainly. And the referee's put the count on, so Nick Lundh's got his work cut out now with this fellow. No doubt about that, Scotty. He's looking pretty strong, David Jude, isn't he, at the moment?
He sure is.
But Nick's not moving his head at all. He's just, giving a very straight up and down target.
He certainly is, and a bit of trouble. You comes in again hard. Another right hand there did a little bit of damage, but and the referee got involved in a scrimmage with David Jude, who's using plenty of ring. Another straight left on the jaw of Lundh, and Nick Lundh, he's got the heads up again high there, Barry, isn't it? We're talking about that.
Nick Lundh fired back with a good combination himself there. He was under pressure and fought back well.
Oh.
But at this stage, David Jude's just got too much power and, a better kit of punches at this stage.
Oh, yes, he's struggling to stay in this at this point, Nick Lundh there, and he's got to watch it. The head's up high and the gloves are down there a little bit, and Jude is moving in, so I got that left hand working away, and another good round from David Jude.
You have to give that a 10-8 round due to the knockdown that round, and that puts him 3 points up on our unofficial cards.
Yes,
with only 4 to go, yeah, so he's got a job in front of him.
The only question mark over Jude, I guess, will be his fitness. He's breathing pretty heavy in the corner at the moment, so one would hope, if you're a Nick Lundh fan, that Jude does tire badly, but if he keeps going at this rate, it may not be up to the judges.
Well, exactly. We've got him 3 points up at the moment unofficially, so Nick's got to do something. And, I mean, he is carrying a couple of kilos, David Jude, but he's also got a couple of kilos in weight advantage over Nick Lundh.
Yes.
Which is a bit of a disadvantage to Nick. But I've got to tell you a quick story. Desi Mills, the trainer, I know Desi very well. I had my first overseas fight in Georgetown, Tasmania when I was 15 with Desi Mills, and never forgot it. Been mates with him ever since.
Yeah, well... Oh, and Nick Lundh goes down. What was that from the referee there? He's put the gloves
Calling
on a slip.
slip.
And David Jude was charging in like a Spanish bull just prior to that. And this man does want to have an early night, I'd say, if he can cause it. And again, the left hand, that's the left that you tipped, Scott. He's causing a lot of damage, isn't it? Coming in, and that left hook was the one who threw Lundh again off balance. He's just not seeing it coming in, is he?
No, it's a starting point for you to use that left hook to open everything else up.
And then he bangs the big right hand over the top, which is the one that's really doing the damage, that right hand of his.
So just at the end there, he put so much effort in that last punch, he had 1 foot off the ground there. Barry just threw his whole body weight behind him.
Yeah, no, he certainly means business.
Well, does he ever? I mean, that weight advantage going in his way, he might be sort of a little bit, maybe slightly out of condition, if you could say that, or maybe carrying a couple of extra kilos, but they're working for him at the moment.
Yep, he's working pretty hard in there, and look, I think he's pretty fit. I really do.
He certainly is. Fitness-wise, the jabs from Lundh there, making you take backward steps. There's no power in them that causing him to step back. And Lundh, gee whiz, I don't know what he can do.
Oh, that was a hurtful punch.
Yep, that right hand again.
And another right hand again, just to finish things off there.
Very unsteady legs now for Lundh.
Now he's in trouble, and Jude now working in close. He's trying to, Lundh's trying to grapple now. grab him, bring him in.
I think Scotty's pretty right there, Steve. You know, those Nick's legs are starting to look a bit unsteady at this stage of the third round, of copping quite a few of those left hooks and right hands.
He's anchoring himself to the canvas as best he can at the moment, and standing count now from John McCubbin on Nick Lundh.
I think I really would like to see the last, when he went down the last time, Nick Lundh. I think it was probably from a right hand as well, and could have also been called a knockdown, but he's just received a standing 8 count, so I think it's another 10-8 round, fellas. What do you think?
Yes, oh boy.
Puts him 5 points down after only 3 rounds. It's not looking good for Nick Lundh here tonight.
That's for sure. It's a big ask, isn't it, from here for Nick Lundh. He's going to have to get into miracle territory to cause some trouble here.
Well, he is, and he hasn't shown anything so far that would indicate that he can hurt Jude, and without being able to hurt him, he really can't get back into this fight.
He's got the job in front of him. He really needs to you know, cause him to show some respect, Jude, because he's just walking through everything he's throwing.
Yes.
But I tell you that I think the kickboxing history is probably a disadvantage to Nicky Lundh, because he doesn't, as you said before, he's got that head up too high and left hand down low. And it's probably a habit that he can't break.
Yes, too experienced. He's been doing it for so long. This has not been a happy hunting ground for Nick Lundh. Actually,
it isn't, actually. He's had trouble here, but he's back in again. He's having another go, and David Yude there tangling up, Lundh covering up, and Big John McCubbin breaks them up. Yude looks good, that right hand, beautifully. His stance is excellent too. I love the way he's got that right leg anchored at the back, and there comes Yude slamming into Lundh, and McCubbin breaks him up again, Scotty.
There was a slappy hook that time from Yude, but that was a very heavy right hand again.
And again, if you don't mind. And he's on the ropes, Nick Lundh, and Big John, Lundh is on the ropes. He's got another standing count.
Yeah,
and I'd say Murray Thomson is saying that's it. Without actually throwing the towel in, Murray Thomson, the trainer of Nick Lundh, called an end to that fight.
Well, he wasn't going to come back from there.
No, pretty good, very good from the trainer, Murray Thompson, to stop the fight at that stage, I think.
Yeah, no, excellent decision there made by Murray Thomson to do that, because his boy was starting to suffer at the hands of David Yude, who was on top from the word go, and was just a procession of a standing 8 counts in the finish, gentlemen.
Well, a good victory for David Yude, you know, from Tasmania, very strong, and it's going to be interesting to see him down the track.
Did an excellent job. You can imagine as he trims down, if he can keep that punching power, he's going to be a very, very effective fighter.
Very strong as well.
An excellent turn from Tasmania there, and Des Mills there undoing the gloves, or say unloading them for a minute, but that's probably what he's doing anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Thomson in the blue corner pulled the fight off on behalf of his partner Nick Lundh after 41 seconds of round 4. Would you congratulate our winner from Georgetown, Tasmania, David Yude. Aaron Crawford of ID Concepts was in. Congratulations, David. Okay, well done. David Yude, a big round of applause for Nick Lundh from Wooriyallup, the Victorian boy. David Yude, big winner here at the Knox Stadium. Fistic Fury continues in just a moment.